homemade tomato soup with tortellini. It's one of my favorite comfort foods. It's quick, it's simple, it's great for a weeknight or for a weekend special occasion because it feeds the soul, and that's where it's at. Let's make some. So tomato soup is pretty simple, and a way to elevate it is one, just to quickly make it with some great ingredients that come together and add flavor, but then also to switch it up a little bit and add things like tortellini. So here we have a cheese tortellini, and that's gonna go into this soup, actually cook in it to actually cook the noodles, and it will have that delicious cheese interior that will go really well with that wonderful kind of bright tomato soup that we're gonna make. So to start, I have some butter that's melting in a saucepan here on the stove. I think butter is essential. I think the richness of a butter really balances out the acidity of a tomato. So I have a little bit of celery that's chopped up very finely, and I'm doing the same with onion. Now, I know you're gonna say celery. I think there's something about celery that when it is mixed with tomato, it really is gonna melt into it too because it's gonna be sauteed so well in that butter. But it really, that flavor blends well. You know, we home can tomato soup a lot of times, like our tomato soup concentrate. My mom loves that. And we always put some celery in it, and it makes a big difference actually on the flavor. You don't necessarily know it's there, but it just adds something. So I have my onion and my celery that's finely diced. And I want that because I want it, we're not gonna blend this tomato soup like we do some of them. This one we're gonna keep, so I want it to be small. So I have my butter melting. We're gonna put, oh yeah, that celery and that onion right in there. And I'm gonna make sure to add all of it. I don't wanna leave any on my cutting board. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to that. That helps it break down quicker, brings out some of the moisture. And it'll also just make sure you're seasoning at every layer when you're cooking, which I think is really essential. So we're gonna let this saute until it's softened, and then we'll keep going. So the butter with the celery and the onion is really becoming softened, those two vegetables are, and just melting into the butter. I'm not trying to get color on them, just softening them. And now I have some garlic chopped up, and I'm gonna add that. Now garlic we add after all that sauteing because garlic can turn bitter if it burns, and too much cooking can burn it. So I'm gonna add it in now at the last, 30 seconds to a minute of that cooking, and I want it just to become fragrant. So I'm just gonna stir this until it becomes fragrant. And after that minute, the garlic smells wonderful. It's like a sweet, clean garlic scent. It's not bitter, which is not what you want. And now we're gonna add in some tomato paste. Now you see me do this tomato paste in other recipes too at this point. And what you wanna do is really cook and caramelize this tomato paste. Tomato paste is condensed, it has a sweetness to it. But when you cook it first, it brings this whole nother depth of flavor to it. And it really does make a big difference. And so when there's something simple like a tomato soup, this is what we wanna do, add these depths of flavor. So after a few minutes of cooking, you can really see that that tomato paste has become kind of cohesive with the onions, but it's also starting to get a little bit darker, and that's what you want. It's caramelizing. So there's sugars in that tomato paste that are actually caramelizing. That's what you want. You have this sweeter, deep, wonderful aroma coming in, and that's what I really like. So now the tomato essence, the whole point of this soup is gonna go in. We have some diced tomatoes with their juice, super essential. Now I will say, this is where good quality ones come in handy. Like if you're gonna use canned ones, you don't have to use homegrown canned ones. Like a lot of times I'll use my home canned things, but just use a good quality because this is the flavor we're gonna be getting. Some tomato sauce, that's a little bit thicker, but it's also gonna have a more rich, sweet flavor. We're gonna then add in, I like a little bit of tomato juice. Again, I use my home canned, but you don't have to. But tomato juice has a more consistency that the tortellini is gonna be able to cook in here in a little bit. And then just a little bit of chicken or vegetable stock. You can keep this completely vegetarian. Take out even the butter and make it vegan if you want to, but I'm gonna use chicken stock. That's what I usually have on hand. And then I'm gonna put this all in and let it come to a simmer with a couple herbs that I have. I think there's something about just a little bit more flavor to this since we're kind of upping the game that's important. So I have one sprig of rosemary and one sprig of oregano that I'm just gonna set in there. So you can see this came up to a simmer. And I'm gonna add in some pepper now because, well, pretty much just because I forgot to add it in earlier. You can add it in whenever. I do just like a little bit of pepper in tomato soup. I think that's essential. Stir that, and then I'm gonna add in my tortellini. Now this is fridge section purchased in the grocery store, so it has some softness to it. It's not the completely dried type. Then it would take more liquid, obviously, to cook it. So I'm gonna put all this in, and once it's at a simmer then, since it has been simmering, it won't take long now to come back, I'm gonna let that just kind of slowly simmer. It's gonna cook that tortellini, and we're gonna have soup. That's the best part. It's pretty simple. So this has been cooking, just enough to cook the tortellini itself. That's all really that needed to be done, and look how beautiful that looks. So I wanna take out these 2 herb sprigs we put in there. They've done their work. I don't need all the herb pieces. That's why I kinda like to leave the sprigs. At the end here, we're gonna kinda more highlight some basil, which I think is important. And I'm wanting to make sure they're all out of there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna stir in some cream. So I have heavy cream here. And I like to just, you could leave it out if you want to. Again, if you wanna make this more of like a vegan or a vegetarian, you could do a different type of cream. But what it does is it really tempers out all of that tomato. And so I just wanna stir it around until it's all mixed in there. And guys, seriously, this smells so good. It smells beautiful. And now what I like to do is just serve it up. So when I serve it up, there's a few things I like on top. Sometimes I put the basil right into it, but I like to actually just also put it on top. So I'm gonna get a big scoop here. There it is. Guys, I knew there was a rosemary sprig in there and I could not find it earlier. So we're gonna pull that out now too. We're gonna beautiful, big, wonderful ladle here. Put it on that plate. And then I like some fresh basil on top. Instead of having it work in there, I like it just right on top so you get that bright, beautiful flavor right there. And then right here, we need a little bit of Parmesan. You don't need it. I shouldn't say need. I think there's something special about the Parmesan though, where it adds this like, that wonderful kind of briny, delicious flavor there at the end. And I love that. It kind of seasons it to me right on top. And that to me is super essential. So now you can just serve it up. It's gonna be hot. That is so good. What I love about it is it has a really good balance to it. You have the acidity of the tomatoes, but then we went to a lot of work to make sure there was a sweetness to the tomatoes. We have all of that, caramelization from the tomato paste and the different levels of tomato flavor, and we balanced it with some chicken stock, which actually balances some of that tomato out too. Then we cooked the tortellini right in there, put some basil on top, has a little bit of herby notes from the herbs we cooked in there, but they're not overpowering. And that Parmesan really, to me, brings it together in the end. So to me, it's a really good, well-balanced, quick meal for a weeknight with a little bit more heartiness of the tortellini. Just that 3-cheese tortellini, it's delicious in there. So what do I hope you do with this? I hope you have some comfort food and make some great soup. That's the point of this, is to make good food, put it on the table and bring people together, or just make it for yourself and enjoy it all week. Check my website, wiseguy.com, for this recipe, all my other recipes. And as always, when you share these videos, it helps me immensely, but it helps others see this is totally doable. Food is doable. Enjoy.